means that a lot of these "we came from nothing" immigrant stories are often total BS. Many of them came from upper middle class educated families and used government subsidized degrees to come here and build wealth, something that local US citizens can't do.
Now I can say this until I'm blue in the face. The $5 in the dream story is bullshit. I don't care where you came from, where anybody came from. You can't go nowhere around this world with $5 in a dream and make anything shake. It just don't work like that. The whole time that shit was a fallacy, and people was really believing it. A lot of our folks was believing that shit too. Like, dang, these immigrants came over here. They only have $5. They came over here with nothing. How the fuck did you buy food if you didn't have any money? Where did you get food from? How did you buy groceries until you got a job, until you finished school, until you started and actually started profiting in your business? How did you even start a business if you didn't have any money? Who the fuck can start a business with $0? Where did you live if the government wasn't subsidizing your housing or wasn't giving you free rent? Where the hell were you staying at? You can't get a hotel. You can't do anything with $5. $5 in a dream is bullshit. It's a lie. When people come over here, they come over here, they either already have some type of money or they're getting government subsidies. But there's no such thing as coming here with nothing and making it to the big times. It does not work like that. That is not how the world works. Life does not work like that. It is not. This is not fucking la la, never never fairy tale land. So that shit is a fucking lie. Okay, so I'm glad that he said it because he's an immigrant himself and he's willing to tell the truth. And I always can respect and appreciate somebody who's willing to tell the truth. Like, I love the truth. I love hearing people tell the truth. I respect that so much. So I kind of really wish more people would do that instead of trying to make it seem like they dropped out of Never Never Land and they just made magic happen by clicking their fingers.
A Jamaican lady made a movie about sacrificing Black Americans to save the island of Jamaica. Did y'all see that trailer? Oh my God. Did y'all? So apparently the movie is called The Island. And I seen also a screenshot of a tweet from the lady who created the short film saying, "Oh, Black Americans keep saying that other people of the Caribbeans are, we see y'all as viewing us as we're beneath you, but y'all are saying that we've always seen each other as equal and don't try to gaslight me." So you make a movie about sacrificing us on some voodoo shit? Everybody really has it out for Black Americans. Like, in the trailer, it was like a Black American family. They were at like a hotel resort, and the woman that made the sacrifice, she was eating. It looked like she was eating the intestines and the organs of, I think it was their father or something. Like maybe she seduced him, like she was about to sleep with him or something. And then, cause I seen him like on a bed, like he was tied up, and then she was eating his insides, and she was talking to like whatever deity or whatever, saying, "Do you like the sacrifice? Did you see the sacrifice I made for you?" And then the family now is being questioned. Like, y'all know the movie or like the show Clue, where everybody's in the house and they're trying to find out like who did it, like who unalived the person. And the family is like, "What the hell, we didn't do it, like, we all have an alibi." And the Jamaican police are like, "Well, y'all's alibi is each other, so we still got to investigate to see what's going on." And I'm just like, yo, this is insane. Now, there's a theory. I don't know if it's biblical. I'm not sure. But I've heard a bunch of people say, I have like this like lip liner anyways, that it took 7 nations to come against us, to steal our land and to destiny swap with us. And given the state of how things are present day, how it's particularly Black Americans that's attacked, berated, degraded, denigrated, belittled, and undermined by everybody, including other deeply melanated people, it started to make me believe that everybody's been trying to steal our inheritance, that we never came on no goddamn ship from nowhere. We've already been here. We literally already had a country that was established, cities and states that were established. A lot of these historic buildings around this country, they all say founded in whatever year, not built. And then they used to like destroy a lot of sites and destroyed a lot of ancient burial grounds and all sorts of things all around this country. They literally were dropping explosives to destroy a lot of things. And then we went through that era in the 50s and 60s, specifically when they would burn our churches down. And you know, a lot of doctrine is kept in churches, like a lot of genealogy, you know, family records, deeds, a whole bunch of stuff is kept and stored in churches. And they was burning ours down. And then now like they're swapping, the immigrants are hijacking civil rights. Like it's just a lot going on. But how the hell she gonna make a movie? Yo, all of this is happening during Black History Month. Like, what is going on? Like, it's spiritual warfare. But we're fighting back. And I don't think anybody ever anticipated that. Anyways, what y'all think? Let me know if y'all saw that. If y'all haven't, let me know. Then maybe I'll upload it to my platform so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But all right, bye y'all.
Immigrants are sending a strong message to Black Americans, and now it's not the message people think, so stay with me. When you see immigrants living in America 20, 30, and even 40 years, working, raising families, building lives without legal status, and only speaking up after ICE shows up, that sends a message. The message is this: people are willing to gamble decades of their lives on a system they don't fully trust, then act shocked when the bill comes due. And Black Americans are expected to look at that and say, what? That's inspiring? That's the question.
My person will see it, and if you go in the system and call them, you will see they give you ID.
Call who? Who's them?
It's called a tag agency place, but they give you ID.
Okay, where?
They give you an international ID. All you need to do is transfer your passport over. That's me.
Yeah, I have my social.
What's your real license? Where's your real license out of?
My real license is in my purse, but that's the same.
Okay,
it's the
is it
same
from
name.
Florida?
No, it's from here.
This is Florida.
Well, I don't know. It's from here.
Okay, because we ran your name too, and your name doesn't exist either in our system. It is not real. You did not get it from the state of Florida. Thus, you can't possess it. It is illegal to possess a license.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Did you get it from the state of Florida?
I get it from somebody who said.
All that tether babbling is not going to get her out of this one. What do you mean you got your ID from a Thai place? Red flags instantaneously. And did y'all pay attention to the police officer? He kind of had like a Caribbean accent. And when they hand him the ID, he was kind of hesitant to say that it was fake. I feel like if it was just him by himself, he would have let her go. Florida Police Department need to be investigated. But obviously, this was a fake ID, and this was a Jet 2 holiday because she called her husband to pull up to try to get her out this one, and both of them got deported because their visas been expired 10 years. 10 years, they've been expired for 10 years. So you telling me within that 10-year period, you didn't do anything to change your immigration status? You just sat here and chilled? But yeah, Jet 2 holiday, they both gone, and Florida Police Department need to be investigated because I'm pretty sure that dude with the Caribbean accent would have let her go if it was just him by himself.
I mean, let's be real. Black Americans are told constantly to follow the law, do things the right way, take responsibility for their choices. So when immigrants openly admit, I knew my status wasn't right, but I waited anyway, that doesn't look like resistance. It looks like a risk without a backup plan. Now, like when enforcement starts, tears come and the regrets videos drop, and suddenly it is, why is this happening to us? I've been here for so long, I didn't think they would come for us. But time doesn't equal immunity. So here is where the comparison hits hard for Black Americans. So Black folks didn't get to wait it out. We didn't get to gamble citizenship. Black Americans didn't get to opt out of the system and hope it works later. When Black Americans were born into the system with all the rules enforced from day one. So the real message immigrants send isn't about handwork, it's about planning or the lack of it. And the lesson for everyone watching is simple. Hope is not a strategy, silence is not a protection, and regret doesn't reverse consequences. If you are undocumented right now, don't copy this story. Plan early, ask questions, handle your paperwork early because the system does not reward waiting. Immigrants don't send a message by succeeding. They send a message when they ignore risks for decades and expect sympathy to replace responsibility. That's the conversation nobody wants to have, but Black Americans already understand this. I want to ask you guys a question and you can answer on the comment section. Do you think long-term undocumented immigrants deserve automatic status? Or does responsibility still matter? Drop your thoughts on the comment section. Subscribe for real conversation and to become a part of this family. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.